The directors need to think like owners and guard their authority.
A forum to discuss corporate sustainability.
Celebrating good corporate governance, sustainability, these are great things to do and encourages everybody else.
A networking opportunity for business leaders and policymakers from across the world.
You saw a room full of industrialists, business people, politicians who are coming together to see how we can strengthen our relationship across business.
Institute of Directors presents the 16th London Global Convention and also the presentation of the Golden Peacock Awards this weekend on Times Now.
Hello and welcome, I'm Samruti Grover and we're here at the 16th London Global Convention presented by the Institute of Directors.
The Institute of Directors is a great organization, and the expectation is that it would be something that would open new thoughts, new avenues for new dimensions to leadership, and would provide a path forward for corporate directors.
It's a particular pleasure to be involved in a global conference with an Indian flavour, and it's quite clear that the IOD is doing fantastic work in helping promote good governance across the corporate sector.
A global city and a cultural capital, London is one of the world's leading financial centres, making it a hub for networking. The 16th London Global Convention on Corporate Governance and Sustainability commences with a global business meet at the House of Lords at the UK Parliament.
It's a great testament to the friendship and the relationship between the United Kingdom and India, that you saw a room full of industrialists, business people, politicians who are coming together actually to firstly celebrate the relationship between our two countries, but also importantly to see how we can strengthen our relationship across business.
I think it's a great forum to build bridges and connectivity between UK and India, and particularly between business people. And wherever you get business people together, I think you make things happen, you open new opportunities.
The 16th London Global Convention saw thinkers, policymakers and corporate honchos from around the world at the Millennium Hotel, London Mayfair. The theme of the conference was boards' evolving role in an uncertain global economy.
I think that the whole idea of this conference is absolutely fantastic. The theme of the conference about how boards need to react to a changing and uncertain world. I mean, we're bound to live in those sorts of times. And in the UK and in Europe at the moment with the Brexit matter, that's sort of really quite large for all of us.
We could not have a more uncertain global economy, so the timing of this conference is crucial. What is being discussed is crucial. We've got to have government and business working together, and this conference is all about highlighting what's the challenges for business in this uncertain environment, but also what good business can do and how good business behaves with integrity and with good corporate governance.
It's a very interesting experience. I think they are discussing issues of global situation vis-a-vis the role and responsibilities of the board. And I think it's a very interesting topic.
The inaugural session of the 16th London Global Convention saw eminent speakers exchange views on corporate governance and sustainability and the role that boards can play in this regard. Take a look.
It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all for this 16th London Global Convention. Our approach throughout has been that we look for solution-oriented discussion as to what really we can do, not just look at the problem. In the past few years, the world economy has been much more volatile, It affects the balance sheets, affects the corporate strategies, and affects the performance of the organizations. With right human dynamics, the directors need to think like owners and guard their authority. The thinking like an owner will involve knowing your business, monitoring the risks, and for directing and not managing the organization. We have to drive superior efficiencies in the supply chain management. We have to see the social media, the policy, the strategy. The business, you see, has to realize that 21st century markets will be driven by aspirations of sustainability. Thank you.
If you are collaborating, if you have a larger sphere of work where board of directors just don't function as board of directors, but are integrated into the whole system, which is you have politicians, you have academia, you have government, you have civil society. Everybody needs to be integrated, because if you have to handle disruption, it has to be a collective work. So what do you do in a time of uncertainty? You try to make certain things certain. And that's the role of government. The role of government is to give the people, the corporates, and the board to its own shareholders an idea of certainty. You need to be in touch with innovation, in touch with the latest technologies, because technology is going to be the biggest disruptor. We should see it as an opportunity where we can do much more than before.
The global governance has to go through extraordinary set of transformation. Financial economies are still reeling under pressure. Real economies are redefining the scope and performance. And that's where it fits in. The global governance is confined to interconnectivity with the corporate governance. And that's what we need to understand. Millennium Development Goals will set in and changed as Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainability is the name of the game. We need to build global partnership. Sustainability comes out of long-term vision. And that's precisely the reason corporate governance was recognized as a changing tool. A board has to change. Corporate vision has to change. Corporate value system has to change. You have to bring in diversity in substance to make sure sustainability is an integral part of your overall conviction and character of the institution. And we will change the corporate governance in line with the established benchmarks to have stakeholders' value, not compromise.
I think it is time now for corporations to examine the impact of robotics and AI in their own organizations. Our country is in particular danger because every year we have 12 million people joining the workforce. And it is precisely the entry-level jobs that are being threatened by robots. The dramatic pace of development of robots cannot be changed. How do we approach these challenges and what do we do about it? I think we similarly need a two-pronged approach, both by government as well as corporates. At the level of every board, what should be done, what is the need, and what are the means, whereby a larger section of stakeholders actually share the fruits of automation in a more equitable fashion.
The only way India can truly develop and prosper is to implement sustainable corporate governance practice in a manner which is transparent and applicable to all. This way, we'll be able to attract much needed investment and develop valuable international trade collaborations. This path has surely the right one to follow, as it will ultimately lead to supply of much needed employment and opportunities, which can be benefit to all the citizens.
In the UK, as you're all aware, the Brexit referendum in June earlier this year has really set us all wondering what our own trading position will be globally. I've often stood on this platform and talked about sustainability. What does it mean? Do we talk about it as the sustainability of our own enterprise, of the the environment in which we're operating in? Or actually, are we talking about sustainability in the long term of the planet? Now, all of those things, ladies and gentlemen, are only going to be managed if we look at how our corporate structures are actually functioning today. Because if we are to really represent a proper, wider, more broader thinking process, then we do need to have diversity on the boards.
The focus is on governance, and that is something I like about the IOD conference, is that they have a focus, they have a theme, and they really drill down into very, very deep corners which are unexplored, undocumented.
In terms of ease of doing business, India comes very lowly ranked, but yet there's a great amount of interest which is happening into Indian businesses, and that is all thanks to organizations like IOD who are doing an absolutely fantastic job, and kudos to them, and may their tribe grow.
So this is exciting in a lot of different ways for me. For most of my career, I've actually really worked with boards in North America, in Europe and Africa. Somehow India was a missing gap. This is my first outing at an IOD event, and clearly I've made some great relationships here.
On the other side of the break, we bring you the presentation of the prestigious Golden Peacock Awards. Stay tuned to Institute of Directors presents the 16th London Global Convention. Welcome back to IOD presents the 16th London Global Convention. The Institute of Directors has been spearheading the movement of creating a sustainable corporate world for more than 25 years now. One of their prime initiatives has been the institution of the Golden Peacock Awards that have become a benchmark for corporate excellence.
The award ceremony commenced with the felicitation of the IOD Distinguished Fellowship Awards.
The first of the Distinguished Fellows is Lieutenant General Gadyok. We do invite our fellows, if they'd like to say a few words, they're welcome to do so.
I accept this distinction with modesty and humbleness for a noble cause of sustainable transformation with ethical military leadership or growth-oriented development, leveraging environmental issues, contributing to conservation of ecosystems, preservation of biodiversity, pollution control measures, mitigating carbon imprint towards better living and human longevity on this planet. We engage all this with game-changing, trend-setting, and path-breaking innovativeness with pledged, multi-pronged, strategized approach. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.
Dr. Raghupati Singhania.
It gives me immense honor to accept this award on behalf of my own company, JK Tyre & Industries. And in fact, I feel that the 17,000 strong Team JK Tyre are the one who really made it happen. JK Tyre achieved the total energy usage at benchmarks level, which is among the top 5 companies in the world. We have planted more than 1 million trees in and around our environment in order to take care of healthy ecology. Once again, I'm grateful to the Institute of Directors for this honor, and I thank you immensely. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal.
this is a recognition of thousands and thousands of people who worked tirelessly to build an organization based on a strong philosophy of building and retaining relationships, of fairness in all that you do, and in expressing a constant concern for the environment, both people around the organization and the ecology itself. Our belief is that the businesses are a tool for us to be able to expand what we do to make a positive impact on society. Thank you very much. This is highly appreciated.
We've now got one leadership award to present. This is to Dr. B.R. Shetty. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leadership Award is a Lifetime Achievement Award. Can we perhaps give Dr. Shetty a standing ovation?
As a cadet, I was the one who selected as an orderly to General Kajappa. My first subject is discipline and ethics. From this, I started. Other than that, in Abu Dhabi, I started the medical center to satisfy preachers of Sheikh Zayed. He said, quality healthcare for all at affordable cost. At that time, I started a medical center, 1975. And then I started investing on the back to the society in Abu Dhabi. They don't need my money. But the innovation, what you said today, that first private healthcare at affordable price when everything was free. And that has paid a very big mark. I strictly adhere on the corporate governance. That's the result. My share price has gone up like this. Though I started the company, I have a son, 32-year-old. I didn't want him to become the CEO. We all decided another professional, Prashant Mangat, he became the CEO. Since he became the CEO, stock has gone up like anything. My dear friend, I'm really honored and thank you very much for giving this great honor.
Institute of Directors India is a very good organization and accepted by all the Indians and authorities and in the UK as well. They have put a lot of efforts under the leadership of General Ahluwalia, their president, to bring together the business leadership to both India and UK. And the theme of the conference board's evolving role in uncertain global economy is a very relevant, especially the post-Brexit. Brexit can be a well-balanced with India-UK relationship, not only for UK-India bilateral relation, even US and other countries.
I would like to inform you that our family is a global family. We have been in United States, we have been in United Kingdom for last several decades, and we always feel home at Britain. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the Golden Peacock Awards for 2016. The Golden Peacock Global Award for Sustainability in the electrical equipment sector. Le Grand SA from France. So we're going to move on in the IT sector to the IBM Corporation of the United States. The Golden Peacock Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance goes in the financial sector. The Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited from New Delhi. In the insurance sector to the New India Assurance Company from Mumbai.
It's been a wonderful convention, fantastic day of discussions, and this evening celebrating the Golden Peacock Awards, celebrating excellence in corporate India and honouring some of the distinguished leaders of Indian business. It's been a really stimulating occasion.
Oh, it's a great honour to be here to receive this award, and I thank the IOD members in recognizing the company in implementing the corporate governance.
It's been a stupendous experience. We won it for the innovation management, and I believe finally our innovative product has actually got a platform where it's got recognized.
So it's definitely a great honor to showcase our commitment to sustainability and also get recognized in front of this elite audience.
I'm going to move on to the Golden Peacock Awards for Sustainability. Yes Bank from Mumbai. In the paints sector, we have the Asian Paints Limited from Mumbai. We now have a special commendation in the Golden Peacock Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance. Take Tiki Solutions Limited from Chennai. Special commendation for the Golden Peacock Award for Sustainability is to Knowledge Integration Services from Bangalore.
I'd like to take this opportunity to applaud all the Golden Peacock Award winners for 2016 and congratulate you for your hard work in bringing about your corporate excellence into your organisation.
I think it gets better every year. It's a small step for IOD, but I do believe it's a giant leap for any corporate that comes here.
It's a great initiative that they have taken to get together some of the best of minds, not only in the UK but even in India, to come over here and deliberate on some of the issues which are very, very current to most of the corporates, including banks.
The 16th London Global Convention concluded with an Indo-UK business meet at the House of Commons in the UK Parliament. The topics of discussion were Indo-UK trade post-Brexit and the importance of building smart cities in India.
It's absolutely fascinating to be talking about the long-standing relationship between UK and India, to hear questions from businesses, people representing education. It was a very successful convention. I think they started in the House of Lords, they finished in the House of Commons. There have been many discussions and I'm sure this is only going to be repeated more successfully in future years.
It has been a great experience meeting up with corporate head honchos, meeting up with politicians, getting a perspective from the board, from politics, and from those who are involved in running the company from day to day.
The response has been very, very good. And in fact, I think over the years, I've been seeing burgeoning numbers attending the conferences. This only shows not only the success of IoT, but also the success of such conglomerates, bringing out the best from each person.
A robust gathering of more than 150 thought leaders, industrialists and policymakers. The 16th London Global Convention provided an engaging platform to bring efficient boardroom practices and initiatives into the forefront, paving way for a more sustainable future. Thank you for watching.